Hey, what's up, y'all? Today's date is, what is it? January 14th, 2018. Had a dream. Just took a little nap. Fell in a deep sleep. Couldn't hear nothing, my phone, nothing. But that's what it says when a man goes into deep sleep. God opens his ear and reveals things that he must do, basically. His instructions, in a nutshell. Keep him away from the river of death. Warns him, keeps his feet on the righteous path, humbles a man. All of those things is what dreams are supposed to do. A man goes into deep sleep, and God opens your ear. Really, he's saying he opens your mind to his instructions and the things that he wants you to do or to see. So in this dream, I was at my house. I was hanging with a couple of my old basketball teammates. They're a little bit younger than me, but D Nice Donald and Ryan Davis. We were at my house for some reason. We were hanging out because I guess I had picked them up from their house, and it seemed like it was somebody else. But first, it seemed like it was like some kind of Hispanic guy at first or something, but or that was hanging with us. But we left there. I picked them up. We rode down the street. Got to my house, and we went back to my mom's room. For some reason, I was like, and like in a dream, I've never had that happen. I've never went back to my mother's room at all, ever, in a dream. But we were back in my mom's room. She had a TV on. We were just back there hanging out. My mom came back there to check on us to see what was going on. Just to see what was up. She opened the door, saw what we were doing. She looked in and, like, hey. And then left back out, which is something she would not do in real life. She would be like, get out of my room. No, nobody comes in my room, especially you and your company. So that's definitely something different in the dream that would not be like real life. While we were back there, it seemed like we were playing basketball. Me and Donald was like, we were challenging each other to basketball or something like that. But I was very confident. I was just, wanting to play Donald, but Donald didn't want to play. Donald didn't want to play or something. So I was like, and then we supposed to have a team. But we ended up not getting picked, or to where we had to wait to play. We had to wait to play or something. So we was like, we went to the gym, and so it was like we had to wait to play or something. So I guess, and it's like the scene is changing. It's like it's changing from in this house to the gym and different stuff. So Donald, I guess, I don't know, but somehow me and Donald we weren't getting along. Like it wasn't a bad thing. It was just like he wasn't on the same page as me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to hoop or something, and he was like didn't really want to hoop or something. And then him and Ryan was back there in the room, so I was like, let me go ahead and then I was gonna, I was gonna smoke with them, but I was like, but the way he was acting, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, well, shoot, I'll just go home, you know what I'm saying? Go home, smoke. I mean, I'll go smoke by myself. Shoot, I don't need nobody. That's even better, you know what I'm saying? Cause I really don't deal with people, you know what I'm saying, too much anyway. So it's cool, I don't mind being by myself and, chilling with myself. Then it was like I had to leave out the room for a second, but I was like, nah, I'm not finna leave out the room while they in my mom's room, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to leave out. I'm about to come get them. I was like, so I left. So I was about to leave, but I was like, nah, I'm not finna leave. So I was like, hey, y'all, hey, let's go. Let's go and get out of here. And then in my mom's room, like I said, it was a TV, it was jewelry, but it was her room. You know what I'm saying? Her nightstand, just, you know what I'm saying, different stuff. We was just in there chilling or whatever. So we left out of there. Uh, and when we did leave out of there, it was like we were in another setting as well. Like I said, it's like going in between these settings. The other setting was a room, like, you know what I'm saying, like where the gym was and stuff, or like where we were supposed to be going to play basketball. And so I'm sitting in there, you know, I'm a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to play basketball, and then Donald didn't want to play either. And then, but and somebody didn't want to play with me or something, somehow something. But like I got left out. I got left out because when I was sitting in this room sitting on the bed, Jeezy, young Jeezy, you know, the famous rapper, great rapper, came through. He came in the room, and so we were all, you know, wanting to play basketball. So young Jeezy wanted to play basketball too. It was this other guy sitting behind me by the wall, by the window, sitting in a chair, and he was like talking about me, telling Jeezy. He was like, yeah, he was like, hey, he's like him. He was like, man, yeah, the little dude, you know what I'm saying? He ready, you know what I'm saying? He gonna ball, he gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? Like saying I had a lot of talent, you know, like it's cool to hoop with me, you know what I'm saying? He gonna ball. And Jeezy, he walked by me. So, you know, I'm sitting on the bed, on the edge of the bed. Jeezy walked by me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I see him coming, and I'm like, yo, I was like, man, young Jeezy, man. I was like, you know, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, man, I respect this dude so much, you know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, it's like one of my, you know, one of the people I look up to in rap. Like, you know, he's like a great rapper, you know, he's had a great career and stuff like that. So, made great music. So I was like, hey, what's up? I was like, what's up, Jeezy? I was like, hey, no, I didn't even say Jeezy or nothing. I was like, hello. I was like, hey, sir. I was like, sir, you know, I really enjoy your music. You know, I'm thinking I was like, sir, I really enjoy your music. I extended my hand out to him, and he shook my hand. Young Jeezy shook my hand, and when they shook my hand, I just squeezed it like a man handshake. And Jeezy was like, young Jeezy was like, he's like, boy, he's like, you sure got a strong grip there, boy. Like, you sure do got a strong grip. And I was like, oh, for real? I was like, dang, I barely even, you know, squeeze. It was like, that was a regular handshake. I wasn't even trying to, you know, have a strong handshake. That was just my normal handshake or whatever. And that was the dream. Now I know that hand, I believe in dream interpretations, hand means like God's power. I believe, I can't remember, what was it? Yeah, God's power, if I'm not mistaken. It means more than that, I'm sure, but it has something to do with God's power. So maybe they're saying that I'm very strong in the spiritual realm, or in Jesus, you know, through God or whatever. And young Jeezy recognizes that when I shake his hand, you know, when I bring that power to him. And then after that, then I do remember the rest. I left out of there, and I went traveling like I was trying, because Donald and Ryan had already, they left before me. And I was trying to, because that's what it was before. I remember some of the details. Before we had went to my mom's house, we were all leaving and going, trying to find some food or some like chicken or something like that from churches or something. You know, we was trying to find some chicken or something. So like Chicken Express, we was trying to find some stuff. So so then so like I say, Ryan and Donald left before I did. So then I left, and I was like, should I go catch up with them? I was like, should I go try and catch up with them? I was like, nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? I was like, shit, like I say, I was like, I'm cool with, you know, smoking by myself. I'm cool with chilling or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So it's cool. You know, it's all right. But I ended up, the streets that I ended up taking, I ended up like I was trying to remember my path that I had traveled so I could get where I needed to get. So by the time I got to Donald, I mean, well, I got up the street, and I'm not saying that I was actually by Donald's house, and so I drove by. I was driving down the street, and then I didn't actually park in front of Donald's house. I like it's kind of like an accidental making a right. Like I made a right where his house was. I made a right. It was a street right there, so I made a right. But I was like, I still wanted to, talk to Donald. So I mean, that's what the whole purpose of what I was going over there for. Really, I was like, I'm still gonna just talk to them or whatever. And so, but I was like, if he don't want to, I was like, that's cool too. So then I pulled over. He saw me as I was making a right. Donald saw me. He was coming off of the porch, and he was standing on the stairs, top of the stairs, and he was like, go on. He's like, go on, come in. He's like, go on, come in. He's like, go on and come in. Cause I was like pulling up on him, I was like, I was like, I was gonna act like I'm just playing around though, but I was like, I'm gonna act like I was doing it. I was like, I could act like I'm doing a job on him. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, just but like a joke. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, man, you can come in the house and get it. He's like, you can come in the house. He's like, he's like, hey, Blake, you can come in the house and get it. And I have no clue what he was talking about getting at all. Like I have no clue. I don't know what he was talking about. So that was the dream, and love y'all, man. Have a good one. Peace.